habanero sauce making time again. I want to show them our modified trash can lid. There we go. Habanero sauce making always involves hot fire and a hot couple.
Ooh, girl.
And the moon looking overhead. All right, here goes the first batch of peach habanero sauce 2021. We will include the recipe, guys, so don't worry. Hopefully it turns out good. Let's do this. Usually we do all the peppers at once. We roast the onions and the garlic in huge amounts, and we make the hot sauce for the whole season all at once in one weekend. But it is exhausting. And so at the end of that weekend, we really weren't having fun anymore. So we decided to change it up a little this year. We decided to separate the habaneros, 10 habaneros in each bag, and freeze them. And then one bag, we can just take it out and put it in the batch of hot sauce with the other ingredients. So this way we can enjoy ourselves making peach habanero sauce and spread it throughout the year, and we can have hot sauce making date nights, if you will. So I think this more spread out approach will work a lot better for us. And we had a little fun with it as usual.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. The peppers went down, but the flame got higher. And they burn, that ring of fire, that ring of fire.
We are doing something different with our ghost peppers this year. Last year we put them in our hot sauce and we made a weapon, you guys. It was bad. It was disastrous. It was too hot. It wasn't even edible. So this year we're keeping them away from our peach habanero sauce and we're drying them. And I'm going to attempt to make some sort of a popcorn salt. These are all the dried ones so far. I'm going to try to make a popcorn salt or a seasoning salt of some sort. Because in Texas, our peppers grow really well, but of course they're not food, we can't eat them. So we have to try to find a product that we can make, that we can sell, and then we can use that money to buy the food that we can eat. That's part of growing our own food, at least in Texas. We like it hot, but not this hot. Speaking of products that you can make with your peppers, we took our habaneros and we make a really yummy peach habanero sauce. And I'll link up to the recipe. It's not a secret. We tweak it every year, so it's almost like we have a different vintage every year. But I'll put this year's up down in the description. But my night baseball cap and jeans helps you make a label for it. And you just have to check your cottage food laws because like I had to get my food handler license with my state, and I have to have certain things on the bottom label telling like where it was made, what batch it is, and it's not approved by the Health Department of State and Health Services or local health department. Yeah, so it's not approved by them. It's a home product. And there are certain restrictions where I can sell it. I can sell it to the person from my home, I can sell it at a flea market as long as I'm there, but I can't like put it in a grocery store, for instance. So just check for your area. The laws could be different for you, but this is a fun way to turn those peppers that you can't eat into money so you can buy food that you can eat. Ta-da! Okay, you guys, we can take the frost cloth off. It is an amazing, beautiful morning, and it will be, believe it or not, 70s, in the 70s by the end of the week. So let's see how the garden did. Good.
Hold all the covers off.
Everything survives, you guys! Victory! Look at that. The kale looks good. I practically buried it, so we need to unbury it a bit. Hope I don't forget to unbury anybody. All right, yes, this will be family food. Neighborhood food if need be. In the weeks to come. Yes. Guys, this is one of my favorite kales. It's kind of hard to see, but it's got purple leaves. It's called Mars Landing kale, and it's really tender. You can eat it fresh. So I'm so glad it made it. I was kind of worried about it because it's a lot more tender than like the Lectino kale. But it made it. Everything made it, you guys. Yes.
There's still ice, guys. The snow hasn't completely melted yet. There's still ice and snow in the garden, but it's all gonna be gone soon. It's still here surviving.
You guys, look at the success of my seeds. Aside. Look at this. So I would say that the heat mat did make a big difference, and I would definitely advise using it because this was after 3 days. This is the 4th day, I think. So, yay, yes. I still haven't seen anything from the peppers. They do normally take longer, so that's okay. Man, and I haven't seen anything from the ground cherries, but hopefully those will come up soon. Yay! I definitely overseeded. I had a great germination rate. Oh well, I was afraid I wouldn't have good germination, but I did. Okay, I'll have to thin some of these, because see, if I leave 3 or 4 in here, I won't get anything. So I'm gonna have to pinch some of these babies off. And I definitely need to lower my light. I can't do that with one hand, but I need to get it lower because I don't want these babies to end up spindly and leggy. Okay, the hope for spring. Heat mat works, guys. Hey you guys, I want to show you how we do our morning routine with my littlest farm helper. There's a little break in the stones for the stroller. Oh, it missed. Okay, that didn't work. Usually that goes a lot more smoothly. Okay, and then he pulls up to the fence. There we go, so he can get a good look at the flock. Well, I feed them. So I wanted to show you guys this morning. Rocket has a bad sore on his comb. And I think the other girls were trapped inside together. I think they were picking on him. Hopefully you can see that. So I think they just keep opening it back up again, because chickens will attack anything that's like bright red. So any wound or blood, they will just attack it. So it's really bad. So hopefully I can get to the feed store tomorrow and get some of that blue spray, and what it does is turn everything blue so nothing looks like a bright red color, and they'll leave it alone. So hopefully we can get that healed up. Poor Rocket. That is a bad sore. Goodness. Meanwhile, I'm going to have to come out really early in the morning and let Rocket out so that he won't be trapped in the light in the morning and get picked on. Right? Whoops. Because that is probably when he is getting picked on the most. So, I'm going to be doing that. And I've been waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I made a new habit. I made it for a whole month. So it's a new habit now, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So that's good. So I just run out in my pajamas and let him out of the coop first thing in the morning so he doesn't get picked on. So that works. What new habit have you made this year? Leave it in the comments. Of course, we'll have to catch him to put the medicine on, so stay tuned for that. That should be entertaining to watch. All right. Now we feed the rabbits together. Oh, we have to talk rabbits, y'all. Made me spill it again. Okay, guys, let's talk rabbits. I am excited to say that I met a new friend yesterday at my homeschool co-op that breeds Tamu rabbits. That's a rabbit developed at Texas A&M University, and they're bred specifically to take the summer heat. Their ears are really big. Their ears are really big, and that's the way a rabbit cools off. If you didn't know, the blood circulates through the ears and cools down and then back through the body. So it's not a very efficient cooling mechanism. They don't pant, they don't sweat. They cool through their ears. So the bigger their ears are, the better the rabbit is going to do in the summertime. So anyway, these are some advantages of these Tamu rabbits. They're said to grow out really fast. The babies just grow up really fast, and so that's definitely an advantage when you're trying to raise meat for your family. So I am considering getting out of Champagne d'Argents. I never thought I would hear myself say that, but they have had small litters, meaning small, 3 to 4. I think the most they've ever had is 6, and usually there's 1 dead in the litter, and so they're also hard to breed, to get bred in the cooler months when we're able to breed them. And then they don't do well in the summer. The babies don't do well in the summer. While the rabbits do well in the summer, the babies, I've had a whole litter die before because of the summer heat. So I'm hoping to get some rabbits that are a little hardier and will do better for me. So I'm super excited about that. I thought I was gonna have to drive out to Oklahoma to get these Tamu rabbits. So to have somebody who's a friend of mine who breeds them here in the Metroplex is a great advantage, and I'll definitely take you guys with me when I go and check them out. So I'm excited about trying that. Hopefully I'll get bigger litters, bigger rabbits. Yeah. Sometimes we take a break from our chores and give a little swing time. You guys, I just saw a bee come out. Oh, thank you. I was worried. I'm gonna make up some sugar syrup for them today and get it in there. There's a little slot I made in the back where I can fit the feeder in. Oh, I think they made it, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Our lap dog, apparently. So spoiled. You guys, I saw my bees out today, so that is a really good sign. So I'm going to make some syrup for them. So the way you do it is you use 2 parts sugar, or 2 pounds of sugar, and 1 pound of water. So 1 pound of water is about 2 cups. So I'm gonna put 1 pound of water in. And the sugar, 1 pound of sugar is about 2 1/4 cups.
Sugar!
So I'm gonna double that. And just dissolve that together.
Can I have some?
No. This is for the bees.
Okay.
So I got these bee feeders. They just slip right into the hive, the back of the hive, if you have a slot cut in your hive. So I made a special slot in my nuke hive. I'll show you guys. Anyway, so I got also these little caps that are plastic. They have little holes in them. I don't know if you can see that. But I got them plastic because the metal ones really rust a lot. So, but the holes are tiny. I was surprised at how tiny the holes were. Because the ones that I made myself, I made much bigger. Anyway, so let's fill this up and get these girls fed. Now, my girls are going to drink this syrup because it's warm in Texas. It's going to be in the 70s on Friday, so it's warm again. But if it's winter and it's cold, like below 50, they're not going to be drinking syrup. They're going to be clustered around the queen, vibrating and circulating, trying to keep her warm in the middle. So they're not going to leave her to come and drink the syrup. But since it's warm, we've got nice warm days, they will sip this nectar, and that way, if they don't have enough honey stored in their hive, we're going to get them through the last of winter and then put them in their proper hive. All right, so this just goes in here. Well, I'm going to do it this way so it doesn't start dripping a big mess. Oops. There we go. All right. There's a bee coming home. Now this is where I cut out a place to put the sugar syrup, but as you can see, they've really tried to close this for propolis. So it might be a little bit hard to get in there. I'm not sure. But they do have this opening right here, which they can come in and out of. They just like the other side better, so they're just gonna have to change their ways if they want to eat. Let's get these girls fed. Oh, this part is in the way of the, oh, here they come. I'm just gonna leave it there. The syrup bottle is in the way of this, well, the hive part is in the way of this syrup. So I'm just gonna leave it right there. And they can come in and out and drink. Here you go. Let me have it. Hey, here they come. They're curious. Enjoy, girls. Enjoy a good drink. So my little sugar syrup idea of feeding didn't really work. And this is fine. They'll still be able to drink the syrup this way. It's just that other hives also might be attracted to this and can also enter and drink the syrup, which can kind of lead to robbing. And so hopefully it'll be okay. I might think of maybe use a smaller, like a shorter jar, like a small little jar, and I just have to fill it up quite often. But for right now, I'm gonna leave it like this. Nice, warm sugar water. Yeah, I'm so glad they made it through the freeze. Beautiful girls. I showed in a previous video that it is time to replace the front yard fence. And so I first painted all the panels gray, and then I painted them over with white because I didn't want it to look just bright white, brand new. I kind of wanted to match the rest of the fence that's there. So this is the last panel. I'm just finishing it up and we're ready to install it. Okay, I tore down the old fence a little bit and put up one of the new panels just to see what it would look like. And it looks fabulous, yes! All right, we had hoped for better weather. That's okay, we've got until about noon before it starts to pour continuously. Our first job is to tear this down and get it cleaned up so we can put the new fence up. Goodbye, Blackberry Corner. They'll grow back though, probably better than ever. So we came up with the ingenious idea of actually putting stakes in the ground, so they're basically faux posts. Who came up with that great idea?
My beautiful wife. It was right on the tip of my tongue though, I just didn't get it out in time.
Yeah. Okay, first panel. Looks so good. I mean, the panel looks good too. We did it, you guys. Look at that. Front yard garden gets a redo. We just have this little bit left in front of this monster plant. Can't remember what that's called. We just have this little bit left, which we knew was going to be a custom measurement. So, yay! Homestead victory. Hey you guys, look what my family chipped in and got me for Christmas. I was so surprised. A new computer. So if you are getting this, if you're seeing this video, then you know that I overcame my learning curve on the new editing software and my computer, and I should be able to put out a lot more videos because it should be a lot faster process than it was. So that's awesome. I'm gonna look forward to sharing my story and hearing from you guys more with this new technology. And it also helps us with another project. Last year, the beginning of last year, January, after the new year, I made a goal to write a children's book that I've had an idea for a long time. So I wrote it. Just give you a little sneak peek right there. I wrote it, and my daughter has been illustrating it, but now we have software on our computer. We have illustrating software. So look, she's working on a little lamb. So we should be able to make a lot more progress on our book now. So we're gonna be, our goal is to be a children's author and illustrator, children's book author and illustrator.
A team.
Team, yes, mother-daughter team. So we're super excited about that, and that's gonna be our goal this next year, is to get it published. To get it finished and published. So she is a very talented artist. So she is working up all the neat illustrations. Of course, it's about a farm. as you would probably guess.
It's gotta be.
Yeah. All right, you guys, so hopefully you're seeing this video and you know that I conquered my new editing software. Happy New Year.
Bye, Happy New Year.